What's up, Prealgebra students? This is lesson 49. Our objective for today is how do you solve rate problems with proportions and equations. And we're going to be mostly focusing there on that proportion, which technically is an equation, so I guess we are doing both. But example 1 says, if 6 books weighs 15 pounds, how much would 20 books weigh? So really what we need to do is just instead of a proportion, where I'm going to go books over weight. So 6 books over 15 pounds is equal to books over pounds. Well, I have 20 books, so I'm going to say 20 over, and I'm looking for that number of pounds. So to solve this, I'm going to cross multiply, and I will end up with 6x is equal to 300. Divide both sides by 6, and you'll end up with x is equal to 50. So 20 books would weigh 50 pounds. Example 2 says, if 6 books weighs 15 pounds, what is the unit rate? So remember, a unit rate is just where the denominator is 1. So let's go ahead and just stop right there with that first part. So I'm going to say unit rate equals, and we'll write our answer there. So the question is, do we want to say 6 books per pound? Do we want to say there's so many books per pound, or we want to say there's so many pounds per book? That latter one makes more sense, so I'm going to put that 15 on top and divide by 6, and I'm wanting to, instead of saying 15 pounds for 6 books, I want my denominator to be 1. So I'm just going to say 15 divided by 6. What goes in that? 2 times, giving me 12. I subtract to get 3. I have to put a decimal point and add on the 0. Goes in that 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. There's no remainder, so it is 2.5 pounds per book. That's the first part, the unit rate. The next thing says, what is the weight of 20 books? What is the weight of 20 books? Well, if we know that one book weighs 2.5 pounds, could I just say 2.5 times 20 would give me the weight of 20 books? And work that out however you want. It's going to come in to be 50 pounds. Alright, so what's the book of this? That one. Write an equation that shows how to find the weight, W, of books knowing the number, N, of the books and the unit rate. So that's going to be the third thing we're going to do. So the weight, W, is going to equal to, we're going to do the same thing we did here, but instead of 20, I'm going to put in N. So the weight is going to be 2.5 N. And so then whatever number you want, whether it be 20, whether it be 300, whether it be 2, you just multiply it by that 2.5 and it'll give you the weight of all those books together. Alright, example 3 says Julio is riding in a 50-kilometer bike race. He passes the 15-kilometer mark in 27 minutes. If Julio continues to ride at the same rate, what will be his time for the whole race? So again, this is a perfect setup for an equation. We know that he went 50 kilometers in 27 minutes. So let's say 15 kilometers in 27 minutes. So it's kilometers over minutes. I know that the total bike race is 50. So it's kilometers over minutes. So I'm looking for how many minutes it's going to take, how much time it's going to take. So I cross multiply and divide it, end up with 15x is equal to 1,350. Divide both sides by 15. End up with x, which is the total amount of time, to be 90. And that is in minutes. So I would say 90 minutes. Or you could say 1.5 hours. Okay, whichever you want. But since they gave it to us in minutes, I'll just leave my answer in the minutes as well. Example 4. So example 3, what is Julio's rate in kilometers per minute? So let's see, he went how many kilometers? 50 kilometers in, 15 kilometers in 27 minutes. 15 kilometers in 27 minutes. So if I want to get that into a rate, into a base unit rate, we just need to divide that. Say 15 divided by 27. I'm going to be lazy and use my calculator. And you get 0.5 repeating. So I would say about 0.56 kilometers per minute. The latter part of this says write an equation that relates this guy's distance to the time riding. So I would say the distance, remember, is equal to rate times time. So the rate is 0.56 times t. Alright, example 5, 3 tickets cost $20.25. How much would 7 tickets cost? What is the unit cost? So there's 2 questions there. So again, perfect scenario for a proportion. We know 3 tickets is $20.25. And we don't want to know what it would cost to have 7 tickets. And I'll just put an X there for that. So cross multiply. I have 3x is equal to 7 times 20.2, 141.75. Divide both sides by 3, and you end up with x is equal to 47.25 for 7 tickets. Okay, and then, so that's the first part there, and it says, what is the unit cost? So we need to know cost per ticket or ticket per cost. Well, cost per ticket makes a whole lot more sense, so we will use that 20.25 over 3. And I just need to divide that here. 20.25, I won't be too lazy. Divided by 3. It doesn't go into 2, but 3 goes into 26 times. It's going to be 18, 2. Bring down the 2, goes into 22. 7 times, that's 21. 1, bring down the 5. 3 goes into 15, 5 times. That's 15, subtract 0. So the unit cost is $6.50 or $6.75 per ticket. So that's that second one there. Alright, your homework is on page 333. You're going to do the practice set, all 49s, and then 8 more. Notice you don't have to do the 48s because we skipped that lesson. You're welcome to do them, but you don't have to. Good luck.